They ruled Europe for 300,000 years longer than our species has existed. Why did Neanderthals vanish just 5,000 years after we arrived? This is a million-level mystery of disappearance. Forget the caveman stereotype. Neanderthals were Ice Age survival experts. Their brains held 150 milliliters more volume than ours, and they crafted sharp Mousterian stone tools. At Gibraltar's Gorham's Cave, archaeologists found their last campfire remains proof they survived 20 consecutive ice ages. They even invented the world's first synthetic material, birch bark glue, 10,000 years before plastics. So why did this 30,000-year success story come to an end? The timeline holds a key clue. We now know Neanderthals and Homo sapiens lived side by side in France and Spain. They coexisted for 1,400 to 2,900 years. But look at their tools, they're worlds apart. Left, Neanderthal tools stayed unchanged for 200,000 years. Right, we made bone needles for sewn clothing. We used fishhooks to expand our diet and projectile weapons to hunt more safely. But conflict? Not quite. At Mandarin Cave, Neanderthals and human artifacts lie in the same layer, no signs of violence. So what led to their disappearance? The Ice Age struck again. 42,000 years ago, temperatures dropped suddenly, turning forests to tundra. Neanderthals relied on big game hunting, mammoths, bison, but those herds gradually vanished. Isotope tests on teeth here show their diet narrowed down to just reindeer. Meanwhile, our diet was more diverse: fish, nuts, small mammals, anything we could find. But one group held on. Neanderthals in Gibraltar survived 3,000 years longer by fishing and coastal foraging. It seems climate alone isn't the answer to their disappearance. The 2022 Nobel Prize-winning research cracked their genomes and revealed a critical weakness. Neanderthal populations never grew past 100,000 worldwide. By their final years, groups like those in Croatia's Vendija cave had severe inbreeding. They had no new genes for 50,000 years, with extremely low genetic diversity. Then we found the ADSL gene. The version in our bodies helps females find water better, a key skill during droughts. We also have the TKTL1 gene, which promotes brain cell growth, maybe why our technology evolved 100 times faster. They weren't less intelligent, their biological traits limited their adaptability. Their disappearance wasn't caused by one factor, it was a combination. By 39,800 years ago, their last tools vanished from the fossil record. Small isolated groups were finally defeated by hunger, cold, and an unadaptable environment. But here's a twist: they never really left. 1 to 4% of each of our genes comes from Neanderthals. The ADSL genes that helped us survive might be from them reborn in us. Their tools, caring for the injured, and fire-making skills all live in our DNA. Neanderthals didn't fail, they merged with us. Every time you drink water or use a tool, you carry on their legacy. The answer to this mystery isn't why they vanished, but how they live on in another way.